Welcome to this lecture. So as previously inside our application, we have successfully executed the API of ChatGPT and we are able to get the response from ChatGPT model. But now inside our application, we want to show that result on screen inside this text component. So we are going to start that process. So in order to display the results to the user on screen, firstly we need to understand the format of result. And to do that, open the documentation page for the API and here look at this response section. So this is actually the response which we are getting when we are calling this completion API. So let's look at this response. So firstly we are getting the ID for this particular response. So this is a unique ID which will be assigned to each response. Similarly we are getting the type of information we are getting. So as we are using the text completion API, so the object type is text completion. Similarly we are getting the time at which this response is created. After that we are getting the model that was being used and it is text DaVinci 003. And after all these things we are getting this choices array. So this is an array format inside JSON, and in this array we got a single object, and inside this object we got this text property, and this property is actually containing our answer. So there you can see for now the answer is this is indeed a test, and in case of our application the answer is my name is Ben, and this answer is present inside this choices array with the key text. So now inside our application we need to get only this answer and show it to the user. And in order to get the answer we firstly need to access this choices array, and after that the first element of this choices array, and then we are going to access this text property. So now let's firstly show the answer in the console and then we are going to show it on screen. So here inside our application we are simply displaying all the data to the user on screen. But now we only want to show the answer, and to do that we will use this data.choices. So as the name of our array is choices, so we will use it here. And after that we will access the zero object or the object which is present at the 0th index of this choices array, and then we are going to access the text property. So as you know that our response is present with the key text, so we are accessing only the response here. So now after doing that, press Ctrl S, and now our application is refreshed. So here when you will click on the send button, there you can see in the console we only got the answer that my name is Pat. So as previously we are getting all the information that our model returned, but now we are able to get only the answer here. And now we need to show the same answer to the user on screen. And to do that we will create another variable similar to this input message. So here we are going to copy this line and we are going to paste it, and we will rename this variable to output message, and we need to do the same here. So set output message, so output message. Similarly here in this use state we will pass null here, and we are initializing this output message or setting it to null because inside our application layout we can detect that if this output message is null, so in that case we can simply display results to be shown here, or in other words we can also display the text result to be shown here inside this use state. So here you can type results. So now we have created this output message variable and we initialized it with this text. And after that we are going to use this variable inside our application. So here inside this view component where we got this text component, here we are going to use this variable. So we are going to remove this text, and after that inside these brackets we are going to use our output message. And after doing that, when you will press Ctrl S, you can see we still got this text results to be shown here, and the reason is this output message is containing this text. So now after doing that, inside our handle button click, when we are getting the response, we need to assign it to this output message. And to do that, we are going to use this set output message. So set output message, and inside it we can pass this data.choices.text. So just copy it and paste it here. And after pasting it here, we can also call this trim method so that we will get only the response without any extra spaces. And that's it. So now when we are going to run the application again, you will notice that our results will be displayed here. So press Ctrl S. So now our application is refreshed. So here type our question like who is the president of USA? After that, let's send this question. And there you can see we got the answer inside this text component. The current president of United States is Joe Biden. Similarly here you can type any question and you will be able to see the result. So inside our application, we are able to pass questions to our ChatGPT model and we are able to get the results or the response correctly. And for now, we are using the text completion API of ChatGPT.